Ryan Reynolds has long been known for his quick wit and irreverent sense of humor, traits that have made him a fan favorite both on and off the screen. But in a recent playful jab, the Deadpool star turned his comedic lens toward Meghan Markle and her latest entrepreneurial venture, a lifestyle brand called As Ever, which includes a line of artisanal jams. While some saw it as harmless banter, others questioned the timing and tone, especially as Reynolds himself faces intense public scrutiny due to his wife Blake Lively's ongoing legal battle with actor and filmmaker Justin Baldoni. The intersection of celebrity culture, media antics, and legal drama has created a perfect storm of speculation, criticism, and public fascination. The moment occurred during a lighthearted podcast segment featuring Reynolds and late-night comedy veteran Conan O'Brien. Known for their sharp comedic timing and boundary-pushing humor, the two indulged in a bit of satire, teasing Meghan Markle for what they described as the middleman for jars of jam. O'Brien chuckled as Reynolds likened Markle's As Ever branding efforts to an overly stylized attempt at authenticity, poking fun at the celebrity commodification of everyday items. The comment, though intended as a joke, quickly went viral, setting social media ablaze with commentary, memes, and heated debates about celebrity branding and privilege. For Meghan Markle, the jab arrived at an already turbulent time. The former Duchess of Sussex has been under immense pressure as she attempts to redefine her public persona outside of the British royal family. After stepping down from royal duties alongside Prince Harry, Meghan has embarked on a series of business ventures meant to cement her identity as a modern entrepreneur and social influencer. As Ever was supposed to be one such vehicle, a brand built on values of sustainability, wellness, and small-batch artisanal products. The jam, a seemingly benign product, became the symbol of her attempt to fuse celebrity appeal with curated authenticity. But Reynolds' joke seemed to trivialize that effort, reducing it to another punchline in the ever-spinning wheel of celebrity satire. What many didn't expect was the degree of backlash aimed at Reynolds for the joke. While he is no stranger to making fun of fellow stars or even himself this time, critics pointed out that the timing felt off. Reynolds was already under fire due to his own entanglement in legal controversy, albeit indirectly. His wife, Blake Lively, is currently in the midst of a high-profile court battle with Justin Baldoni, and the stress of the legal proceedings has reportedly taken a toll on both of them. The fact that Reynolds chose to poke fun at someone else, while his own life was under such intense scrutiny, came across as deflective and even hypocritical to some observers. Supporters of Meghan Markle came to her defense quickly. Many argued that she has become an easy target for media criticism, often facing a harsher spotlight than her male counterparts. The jam joke, while minor on the surface, was interpreted by some as part of a larger pattern of undermining her efforts to build something meaningful outside of royalty. Critics claimed that Reynolds, intentionally or not, was feeding into a narrative that belittles women, particularly women of color, for attempting to own their narratives and pursue independent success. The fact that he did so while his own public image was being questioned made the act feel less like humor and more like deflection. In contrast, defenders of Reynolds argued that humor must remain a space for cultural commentary and that celebrities, by the very nature of their public lives, are fair game. They insisted that Reynolds' comment was mild compared to the harsh critiques often leveled at celebrities, and that it should be taken in stride. In their view, the backlash was another example of society becoming too sensitive to satire, blurring the line between genuine offense and comedic exaggeration. Yet even among these defenders, there was acknowledgement that the optics were unfortunate, especially given Blake Lively's concurrent legal issues, which have become fodder for tabloids and gossip sites. The court battle involving Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni adds another layer of complexity to the entire situation. While details remain somewhat confidential, sources close to the case suggest it revolves around creative and financial disputes over a joint project that turned sour. Allegations of contractual breach, intellectual property concerns, and character defamation have all been hinted at, though nothing has been definitively proven in public court documents. What is clear is that the legal drama has dragged both parties into an emotionally draining ordeal, one that has only grown more complicated with the added layer of media attention. For Reynolds, whose brand relies heavily on charm, humor, and relatability, this has presented a tricky balancing act: how to maintain his public persona while standing by his wife during a personal and professional crisis. Meghan Markle, meanwhile, continues to face her own uphill battle in the court of public opinion. Since leaving the royal family, she and Prince Harry have made significant strides in building their independent media empire. Their multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify initially generated excitement, but results have been mixed. Critics claim that the couple has struggled to find a consistent voice or purpose, often vacillating between advocacy and commercialism. The As Ever brand was supposed to represent a refined vision, a way for Meghan to reconnect with consumers through ethically sourced and thoughtfully produced goods. However, it has been met with skepticism, partly due to the challenges of aligning luxury branding with grassroots appeal. The jam specifically became a cultural flashpoint. While Markle's supporters lauded it as a charming and personal product, she reportedly developed the recipe herself. Detractors saw it as yet another example of celebrity excess. In this context, Reynolds' joke hit a nerve. It wasn't just a comment about jars of jam. It was perceived as a dismissal of the broader project and, by extension, Meghan's attempt to carve out a new identity. That interpretation, fair or not, speaks to the fragile nature of celebrity rebranding in an era where every public move is scrutinized through multiple lenses of gender, race, and class. Interestingly, the segment with Conan O'Brien also drew criticism for what some felt was tone-deaf banter. Though O'Brien is widely respected as a comedic institution, even he was not immune to backlash. Listeners took to social media to express disappointment that two powerful men in entertainment would choose to target a woman who has frequently been on the receiving end of disproportionately harsh media treatment. Others questioned the intent of the podcast segment altogether, suggesting that it may have been a strategic distraction from the ongoing legal troubles plaguing Reynolds and his family. Reynolds' PR team was quick to do damage control. A statement released shortly after the podcast aired emphasized that the joke was meant in good fun, and that Reynolds holds no ill will toward Markle or her business endeavors. The statement, however, did little to quell the rising tide of criticism. Meghan's team did not respond publicly, though sources close to the former Duchess indicated she was disappointed by the comment and felt it undermined the hard work she and her team had put into the brand. Privately, insiders revealed that she was hurt by the fact that a fellow North American celebrity would choose to mock her at such a vulnerable moment in her business journey. Social media continued to buzz in the days that followed. Hashtags like Sacher, Jamgate, and Reynolds vs. Markle trended across platforms, with users debating the ethics of celebrity mockery, the boundaries of comedy, and the double standards faced by women in the spotlight. Fans of Reynolds defended him as a jokester, whose humor has always skewed irreverent, while fans of Meghan Markle accused him of punching down. The conversation soon evolved beyond the individuals involved, becoming a referendum on how society treats ambitious women, especially those who defy traditional expectations and seek to reinvent themselves. Meanwhile, Blake Lively remained relatively silent throughout the ordeal. Known for keeping her private life shielded from public view, she made no public comments regarding either the court case or her husband's podcast appearance. However, those close to her suggested she was not pleased by the additional media attention, particularly when her legal case with Justin Baldoni was already receiving intense coverage. Sources say the added stress has put a strain on the couple, with insiders hinting that Lively had urged Reynolds to lay low during the legal proceedings. Justin Baldoni, for his part, has also avoided fueling the fire. Though he has addressed the court case in limited statements, focusing on facts rather than emotion, he declined to comment on the Reynolds podcast. This restraint, some say, has earned him quiet respect among industry insiders who view his conduct as professional, despite the turbulent circumstances. As the legal case continues to unfold, the public will no doubt keep a close eye on all involved parties, particularly as new details emerge and court proceedings resume. The entire situation has become a case study in how celebrity culture can collide with real-life consequences. What begins as a throwaway joke can evolve into a viral controversy, reshaping public narratives and reputations in unpredictable ways. For Ryan Reynolds, the moment served as a reminder that even the most lighthearted banter can carry unexpected weight when intersecting with sensitive topics. For Meghan Markle, it underscored the continued difficulty of navigating public reinvention amid persistent scrutiny. And for observers, it offered a glimpse into the high-stakes world of fame, where every word, gesture, and product can become a symbol of something much larger. As the story continues to evolve, one thing remains clear. The court of public opinion is never truly closed. Whether it's a jar of jam, a podcast quip, or a courtroom showdown, the narratives surrounding public figures are constantly being rewritten in real time. For Reynolds, Markle, Lively, and Baldoni, the challenge now is not just about managing public image, but about reclaiming control over stories that have, for better or worse, taken on lives of their own.